Site-directed mutagenesis. Introduction. Site-directed mutagenesis is molecular biology technique often used in genetic engineering in which a mutation is created at a defined site in a DNA molecule. It is also called as site-specific mutagenesis and oligonucleotide directed mutagenesis. History of the site-directed mutagenesis. In 1978, Michael Smith proposed site-directed mutagenesis by using oligonucleotide in a primer extension method with DNA polymerase. And in then 1980, the first method of site-directed mutagenesis is to be developed by Gilliam. And in 1983, American biochemist Carrie B. Mullis invented the polymerase chain reaction, a method for amplifying a specific DNA. Purpose of site-directed mutagenesis: to study changes in protein activity, to introduce or remove restriction in endonucleotide or tags, to select the mutation that have desired properties. Types of site-directed mutagenesis. There are different types of site-directed mutagenesis, including oligonucleotide site-directed mutagenesis with plasmid, cassette mutagenesis, or PCR-based mutagenesis. Oligonucleotide site-directed mutagenesis. In this process, the synthetic primer contains the desired mutation and it's complemented to template DNA around the mutation site, so it can be hybridized with the DNA in the gene of interest. The single-strand primer is then extended using the DNA polymerase, which copies rest of the gene. The gene thus copies contain the mutant size and then introduced in the host cell as the vector and cloned. Finally, mutants are selected by screening and selection methods. This is the example of with plasmid site-directed mutagenesis. In this example, supercoiled plasmid become neck duplex and partial duplex, which form the synthetic oligonucleotide, and the process begins. Now, cassette mutagenesis. In this process, cassette mutagenesis that uses a short double-stranded oligonucleotide to replace the fragment. It is different from methods that use single nucleotide in that single gene cassette can contain multiple mutations. Unlike many STM methods, cassette mutagenesis also does not involve primer extension by DNA polymerase. This is the example of cassette mutagenesis. Now, PCR-based site-directed mutagenesis. PCR mutagenesis is a method for generating site-directed mutagenesis. This method can generate mutation from double-stranded plasmid without need for the subcloning into M13 based vectophage vector and for ssDNA rescue. Each PCR primer should direct DNA synthesis in the opposite orientation of the other on the circular vector template. The three ends of the forward and the reverse PCR primer should have 1825 NT that are complemented to template, ensuring efficient and specific amplification. This is the example of PCR-based site-directed mutagenesis. Now, applications of the site-directed mutagenesis are desired product production, investigation tools, and research. In desired product productions, SGM is used to generate mutation that produce or desired protein or protein having desired functions. In investigation tools, specific mutation in DNA allow the function and properties of a DNA sequencer or a protein. And in research, also researches to study the impact of change or a mutation within a gene. Conclusions. Any amino acids in a protein can be selectively replaced with one another. The replacements are made at the genetic level by modification of codon to incorporate the new amino acid. Characterizing the mutant enzymes that is obtained with provide information on the role of amino acid that has been replaced. Thank you so very much.